Welcome back, Fluency Champions. This is Mia, your guide, ready to unlock another layer of natural English speaking.
And I'm Leo, day 5. Uy, boomy. Isiv, already. Man, I can't believe how much we've covered. Yesterday, ordering food and drinks smoothly, that was a game changer. I actually used the I'll have, and could I get at the coffee shop this morning. No more pointing.
Yes, and that's exactly what we're here for, turning those awkward moments into confident interactions. Listeners, I hope you practice that gentle pause we talked about for smooth transitions. Because today, Leo, we're tackling an even trickier social dance: how to politely interrupt a conversation.
Oh no, Mia, you know about my incident, don't you? It happened just this morning, actually. I was in a team meeting, and two colleagues, Mark and Sarah, were deep into the super fast technical discussion about project deadlines.
The classic express train conversation scenario. Go on, tell us the gory details.
Okay, so I had a really important point about a client request that directly impacted their timeline. I waited for a breath. It never came. I saw a tiny gap. I opened my mouth, but then Sarah just kept going. I actually ended up doing a little cough, like a hem sound.
Oh, the ahem technique? Did it work?
No, it was like they didn't even hear me. So then I tried to subtly raise my hand, like in school, and then Mark just nodded at me mid-sentence, like, yeah, yeah, hold on. I felt like a little kid begging for attention. I mean, I literally had to wait until they completely finished before I could get a word in. So awkward.
Leo, I can totally picture that. And honestly, that experience is so universal, especially for English learners. It's not just about grammar, it's about navigating the unspoken rules of conversation flow. English speakers, particularly native speakers, can talk really fast, and turn taking can feel like an Olympic sport.
It really does. Sometimes I just freeze. My brain starts translating, then formulating, and by the time I'm ready, the conversation has moved on 2 topics. I feel like I missed my chance, and then I just give up.
Exactly. And this leads us to the psychology behind it. What you're experiencing is often the effective filter kicking in, that anxiety that blocks your ability to speak. We also have this social bias, especially in many cultures, where interrupting is seen as rude. So you hesitate, you wait for the perfect moment, which rarely comes in dynamic English conversations.
Yeah, I was definitely overthinking it. And then I start to worry, oh, my English isn't good enough, or I'll mess up the sentence.
Stop right there, Leo. That's a classic trap. Phrases like, sorry, my English is bad, or I'm not sure if this makes sense, completely undermine your charisma before you even start. They tell your listener, don't take me seriously. We're here to replace those weak disclaimers with confident, polite, and effective tools.
Okay, I'm ready. No more awkward coughs. Hit me with the tools, Mia.
Excellent. Our first core lexical chunk for today is sorry to jump in. This is your go to for general, polite interruption. It's a soft entry point. You acknowledge the flow, but you assert your need to speak. The key is the tone, a slightly higher, friendly pitch, almost apologetic but confident.
Okay, sorry to jump in. So in my meeting, instead of coughing, I could have said, sorry to jump in, but I have a quick point about the client request.
Perfect. Now let's add a little finesse. Our second chunk. Mind if I add something quickly? This is fantastic for adding a thought without derailing the main discussion. It's an invitation, making it even softer. You combine it with sorry to jump in for maximum politeness.
So sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly about the client request? That sounds way more natural and confident than a cough, and it implies I won't take up too much time.
Exactly. Now, for our third chunk, especially useful in meetings or when you want to refer back to a previous point. Before you move on, this buys you a moment, signals you're referencing something just discussed, and politely asks for a brief pause. It shows you're engaged and following.
Ooh, I like that. So if Mark was about to move to the next agenda item, I could have said, before you move on, I just wanted to circle back to the client request point. That's really powerful.
It is. Let's do a quick rapid fire. You're at a dinner party and two friends are discussing a movie. You have a funny anecdote to share. How do you jump in?
Okay, Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? This reminds me of, and then I tell my story.
Excellent. Next one. You're in a brainstorming session and someone is about to dismiss an idea that you think has potential. How do you intervene to give it a second look?
Hmm. Before you move on from that idea, I think there's actually a lot of potential if we look at X, Y, Z.
Bingo. See how these chunks empower you? Now, let's talk about say it better. We want to eliminate those weak disclaimers. Instead of sorry, my English is bad, but I wanted to say what?
Just sorry to jump in, but I wanted to say, or mind if I add something quickly? No need to apologize for my English.
Precisely. Or instead of, I'm not sure if this makes sense, but try, I have a thought on that. Or to build on that point. It's about asserting your right to contribute, not asking for permission to exist in the conversation.
Wow, that's a huge mindset shift. It's not about being aggressive, it's about being assertive and diplomatic. I get it. I'm going to own my contributions from now on.
That's the spirit. And now for our 3-level guided shadowing workout. Today we're combining 2 chunks into one powerful interruption phrase. I'll say it. Then you listen and mark the stress. Then we say it together. And finally, you'll say it on your own. Our phrase is sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? Level 1, listen and stress. Focus on the rhythm and intonation. Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? Listen again. Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? Level 2, subtitle sync. Let's say it together now, matching my pace and intonation. Ready? Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly?
Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly?
Again. Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly?
Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly?
Level 3, blind echo. You and our listeners say it confidently on your own, right after I prompt you. Go. Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? Fantastic. One more time with power and poise. Sorry to jump in, but mind if I add something quickly? Beautiful. You're not just speaking words, you're developing conversational muscle memory.
I can actually feel the difference. I'm ready to tackle my next meeting without the ahem tactic. Thank you, Mia.
You're very welcome. Your daily speaking challenge, Fluency Champions, is to use at least one of these polite interruption chunks today. In a meeting, a casual chat, even talking to yourself in the mirror. And let us know in the comments. What's the most awkward interruption moment you've ever had?
I'll be there sharing my cough story. Join us tomorrow for day 6, where we're going to dive into how to ask for clarification without sounding rude. No more huh or what. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
That's right. Until then, keep speaking up, keep practicing, and keep that fluency fire burning. See you tomorrow.
Bye for now.